Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hidden Brick, where today we're going to build the Lego City Dirt Bike Transporter. This is set number 4433. The set came out in 2012. It's 2015. I'm just now building it. I know it's very timely of me to build these in such a speedy fashion, but either way, it doesn't matter when this set was released. We're building it now. So this is a pretty cool little set. Lego City sets are always fun to build, especially these little vehicles. So let's go ahead and bust this open. See what we got inside. We've got a guy back here saying, "Hey!" That's all he's saying. He's just saying, "Hey." I don't know who he's yelling at or why, but hey. Alright, we have 2 instruction books, believe it or not. For such a small set, they decided to make it really easy for us. Tiny little sticker sheet. A bag number 1 and a bag number 2. What do you say we start with bag number 1 and instruction book number 1? Interesting, this bag is one of the bags that has the little holes in it. So a lot of the bags that they put the pieces in are solid plastic. This one has holes in it. I think that's an older way they used to do it. I don't think a lot of the newer sets come with mini bags with holes in them. Alright, so of course we're going to start with the minifigures. Looks like they split up the minifigures between the 2 bags. So this is just the first minifigure. So it's a basic Lego City figure with our Octan Oil logo right there on his chest. And he also has a name badge. I guess his name is Oil. Okay. We have some wheels and tires. I like to go ahead and put them together because we know that's where they're going to go anyway. I'm not going to put them on the axles yet. Sometimes I do that. Oh wait. Alright, so typical with any Lego City set, we're going to start with the main chassis. We have our modified plate with the little tow ball receptacle there. Some green 1x1 plates. Those will probably get hidden. I don't see any green on the box. So keep an eye on these. They'll probably get hidden with other parts once it gets built up. As well as the blue. So we have these random colors. smooth steering wheel. So what's interesting about these instructions are they're not showing, at each step, they're not showing you the pieces that are needed. You more or less have to look at the instructions and see what's been added. And that's the way the instructions were when I grew up building Lego sets. There was not part call-outs for each step. So it's something I kind of like and somewhat prefer, is that looking and figuring out the puzzle. These pieces, the little double reverse slope, are kind of rare. I really don't have that many of them. It's a piece that's actually really useful. I like it. Alright, so our green is almost all completely gone. Alright, we're going to build the little front bumper and grill area. Okay, there it is, and it just attaches right to the front there. Got some gray, or I guess trans dark gray panels to represent windows on the side of this SUV. And a arched piece. Starting to look like a little truck, isn't it? couple plates at the top to hold everything together. We have our roof panel, hinge plate. Next is some modified plates with clips on it. And we've got these cool little red bars. They're going to clip onto those clips. So it kind of creates the look of a roof rack. Then we have this round plate with bars on it. Have a spare tire for the motorcycles. That's going to go right in the middle there. The rubber of the wheel, of the tire, actually kind of grips onto those bars sticking up around there. So that holds it on pretty well. Next is a light bar for the top of the truck. It's basically this 1x4 brick with studs on the sides. And then we've got this trans yellow round tiles. So that creates our light bar on the front. Next up is the rear hatch. So just basically clips onto that hinge plate. Just like that. And we have a couple rear view mirrors. And of course our wheels and tires go on last, although you could have put them on at any point. And we pop the hood off, the roof off, and we can easily drop our minifigure in there, right on that seat. Bam. So that ends bag number 1 and instruction book 1, which basically builds our SUV. We have a couple cheese slopes and a round trans yellow tile left over. So let's move on to instruction book number 2 and bag number 2. So remember I said this set came out in 2012, which was 3 years ago. And 3 years is really not that long ago if you think about how long Lego's been producing sets. But they don't put these tools on these little sprues anymore. When you get a set nowadays that has these tools, they actually come off of this already. So this is the old way of doing it. So you basically just see they come off pretty easy. There's a thin little piece of plastic on the top and bottom, like right up there and right down here, that's holding each tool on. And you grab it and just give it a little twist and it pops right off. So you more or less have to disassemble them. So this is the way they used to ship the tools to you, but they don't do this anymore. And our last little piece right there. So there we go. That's the scrap. This more or less just gets thrown away. Some people keep it for some reason. I don't. And here are the tools. So you get a little oil can, you get a little hammer, a wrench, another wrench, a drill, and a screwdriver. Put those off to the side. We have our next minifigure to build. His pants were hiding in that container. So the legs and torso are the same as the first minifigure. His head has a slightly different printing on it, but his name is also Oil. So I'm guessing that's not their name badge, unless they're both named Oil. Let's go ahead and give him the oil can. Alright, so we've got some dirt bikes to build. This is our lime green one. Put the cool dirt bike wheels and tires on there. Alright, so there's our first dirt bike. Next one is the construction orange color one. There's the two dirt bikes. Next we have a couple of flags to build. That's it. It's just on a cone. It's a bar. And there's another one we'll build. We have a bar, a flag, and a cone shape that has a hole in the top stud, so you can slide that bar right in the middle. So that creates two flags. Now we're going to build the trailer that transports these bikes around. Zoom out a bit. It's just a little bit bigger than the dirt bikes. Turn that over. Little stud. Four axles. We have two of these little fire extinguisher details. Four slotted tiles. A couple more 2x4 tiles. And some modified plates with bars on them. And another slotted tile right in the middle. two of these pieces, and this is pretty interesting. We have a trans red 1x1 plate and a trans orange stud. So those are basically your tail lights for the trailer. You can see in the downward position you can't see them, but when it's up and presumably driving or being pulled by a vehicle, you can see the brake lights. So this is pretty cool. We get two of these cabinets with 2 drawers each, so that's 4 drawers. And we're going to put some of our tools in here. So like little tool cabinets. Let's put this wrench in there, and let's go ahead and get this little screwdriver in there. In this top drawer we'll put the power drill. Then we have a jumper tile. So that attaches there. Next up, the other drawer. Go ahead and fill this one up with some tools. Put the hammer and the other wrench in there. See, they easily fit in there. This top drawer will be for the oil can that our minifigure's holding. The jumper plate, modified plate, and a 1x1 round brick. Attach right there. And those drawers do not stay closed very well. So I just turned the model and that one flung open. Alright, next up we have 2 of these helmets with protective goggles on. And they attach to these blue 1x1 bricks. So we got one there and one here. And lastly, we have our wheels and tires. So little bitty wheels and tires on this trailer, but it's pretty common with a lot of trailers to have small wheels and tires. So there's the trailer. And that completes bag number 2 and the entire set. We do have a couple extra pieces. We have an extra goggle. We have this trans orange stud, and then one of these pieces that go on the dirt bike. So let's go ahead and finish putting it all together. Those connect like that. The bike, actually, let's see how they have it in the instructions. Okay. So the bikes clip on to these little yellow clips right there. And our flags attach right in there. There we go. That is it for the dirt bike transporter. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We have a lot of other cool builds that we're going to do for this channel. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.